So this is my Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool match preview for the midweek Premier League action, and you've got my midweek Premier League predictions on the left hand side as well. And you could say this is a top of the table clash between the two teams, of course. Nottingham Forest being a bit of surprise, probably, of the Premier League season. Obviously joint second with Arsenal. Of course. What a job Nuno's doing at Forest. He's kept Forest up last season. And we've seen a massive progress, haven't we, with Nottingham Forest, where they've obviously gone up. They've obviously gone up to second, third in the table. And look, Nottingham Forest, they're not going to win the league. They're not. Yes, we will. Well, that's what we all think. We all think they're not going to win the league. But who knows? Who knows in football? We all said that about yesterday in 2016. But for me, I do Nottingham Forest be harder than hooping football. I think they've got a good chance of hooping football now, to be fair. But yeah, the Premier League's obviously unrealistic for Nottingham Forest. But if Nottingham Forest were to beat us, they would only be 3 points behind, and we would have a game in hand. And then you'd be thinking to yourself, you know what? We need to start putting them in conversation. People will put them in the conversation. I personally don't put them in the conversation, but they do remind me of 2016 yesterday, where even yesterday in 2016 they played good football, didn't they? Played good football. They got hard working players, very efficient as well. Can be good. They can be good defensively as well, but they can concede as well. So it's one of them. But Nottingham Forest in the first game at Anfield caused us massive problems in terms of we found it hard to break them down, and then they obviously went and dotted Travis Smatt's goal with Hudson-Odoi. So it is an interesting game. It's a game that everyone seems to be looking forward to midweek, to see if Nottingham Forest can back it up, can continue this. If we were to win at Forest, I think it would feel that's another. It would feel like another team is out of the title race. If we were to beat Nottingham Forest, and then we'll be relying on Arsenal to, because I don't see many teams yet in this title race. It's probably Arsenal and Nottingham Forest mathematically, in my opinion, even though I don't think Forest will win it. But all depends on the result. They got a few dangerous players. They got Chris Wood, proven goal scorer, well, a PF goal scorer as well. PF goal scorer, he got Percy Winders in the under, Hudson-Odoi, who scored a goal at Anfield, of course. They have got pace on the wings. David White providing that creativity as well with the goals and assists. Very good player, very good number 10 as well. Yeah, you know what? Everything about Nottingham Forest is good. Even the centre backs, the two midfielders as well. The full backs for Nottingham Forest, they're more like wing backs for me. I think they're more like wing backs. So if there's an area where we can target Nottingham Forest, it's probably in the wing back area, because Anya and Nico Williams, or if it's someone else, they do play that wall wing backs, don't they? They're quite offensive, but so do we. So do we as well. So it is a tough game. It will be a tough game for us away at Forest, but at the end of the day, I think we've done well in tough games though, haven't we? On tough games on paper, we've done well, haven't we? And I think it'd be the same here. And in terms of the line-up out or for, I've basically done for the strongest line-up available for Liverpool. And that is Liverpool's strongest line-up: Alisson, Trent, Canate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Provenbers, McAllister, Salah, Szoboszlai, Dapon, Diaz. Szoboszlai, the bit of distance come back in for me. I think we've missed Szoboszlai in the last 2 games where he's been absent in the FA Cup and Premier League. Not the FA Cup, sorry, the EFL Cup. Then Spurs and the Premier League against Manchester United. Jota, I think Jota will be more like coming off the bench, in my opinion. So, and Cody Gakpo deserves to be a starter. For us. So yeah, for me, that would be my lineup. And in terms of my predictions for midweek, this is what I've done for. Done for Brentford 2, Man City 2. I just think there's not goals in that game, hasn't it? Man City, I'm still not convinced by them defensively, despite Man City have bounced back in recent games. But I can see goals in that game. Chelsea, Bournemouth very good. Bournemouth are very good defensively. Chelsea, they are starting to struggle in front of goal. Chelsea, too heavy reliant on Cole Palmer. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw in that one. Bournemouth in recent times do have a good record at Chelsea in recent times as well. West Ham then Fulham, Graham Potter, obviously the new West Ham manager. It's a 50-50 appointment for me. Can do good, can do bad. Successful time at Brighton, but apart from that, he hasn't been successful at Chelsea, for example. So I think West Ham will get a 1-1 draw in that one. Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool for this game. I have done for the 2-1 win though for the Reds. I have done for a 2-1 win for Woods. I'm still confident though. We're top of the league. As well. We got some kind of confidence back after the win in the FA Cup in Southampton. So I've done for a 2-1 win for the Reds. It's always a tight game at Nottingham Forest. Always a tight game. 1 goal probably win it for either team. Everton then Aston Villa. David Moyes back at Everton. Again, I think that's another 50-50 appointment to see how that works out. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in that game against Aston Villa. Sondice, I think it was a harsh sacking on Sondice, but once you get you Warners, I don't know, one the all man, the all manager. Yes, Crystal Palace, I think there'll be goals in that game. Done for a 2-2 draw. I don't think Yes are good defensively. So I think Palace should be able to stop Patterson. Newcastle against Wolves. The new manager impact has seemed to have done now for Wolves. I've done off a 3-0 win for Newcastle, who are in better form right now. Arsenal then Spurs, North London derby. Bit of a weird game to have a North London derby, isn't it, midweek? I've done for 3-1 win for Arsenal. I know Tottenham did beat us in the EFL Cup, but you can't trust Tottenham to back it up, can you? Obviously, they're currently playing right now against Tamworth in the FA Cup. And it would be Spursy to use a fucking Tamworth, wouldn't it? Yeah, who knows? It's a derby though. It is a derby, Arsenal Spurs, so you just never know. Spurs might get something from that game. One more top points from Arsenal. They're the outfit for me. Even though I think they are outfit anyways. Ipswich and Brighton, I think that'll be 1-1 draw. Ipswich in good form recently. And Manchester United versus Southampton. Southampton are twats. So I expect Ruben Amorim's side to get a comfortable win in Southampton and win 4-0. So this is my Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool match preview. And feel free to leave your predictions down below and your thoughts on them down below and your lineups down below in the comments. And yeah, it's a big game for us. If we can win at Nottingham Forest, that's probably one title contender officially out of it. And then Arsenal Spurs take care of itself. See what Arsenal can do against Spurs. Even though I am confident still we can win this league, because teams below us are not convincing apart from Nottingham Forest. But everyone expects for us to drop off. But anyways, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments and come on the Reds.